Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Tyler Sherrod. Looking at our temperatures right now, we're a lot cooler than average for this time of year. That's because the cold front that has been lingering to the north of us has finally passed through, bringing drier and cooler conditions for us. Currently, we're at 83 degrees, and we have a dew point of 60, so these drier dew points are helping it feel a lot more comfortable throughout the Big Bend region for us. Looking at the rest of the region, Monticello is at 80 right now. As we go towards Bainbridge and Mariana, we're at 86 and 87. But looking at the dew points is really comfortable for most of the Big Bend region with dew points in the low 60s and upper 50s. Towards the coastline at St. Mark's and Carabel, a little bit higher at 70 and 73. So a little bit muggier down there towards the coast, but not too bad overall. Looking at our wind speeds, not really any high wind speeds at all, at Perry being the high point at 8 miles per hour. And you can see the wind is bringing moisture for the coastlines, but for the rest of us, we're not really experiencing any of that moisture. We do have clouds lingering around though, and that's helping keep things cool for us at the moment. And as we move throughout tomorrow and tonight, the clouds are going to start to dissipate, and we're not really going to see rain for Tallahassee or most of the southeast. As we move towards central Florida and South Florida though, they're going to keep those rain chances up because of those sea breeze showers, and also their front has not quite passed through just yet. Looking at tonight, 7 p.m., we're still going to get up, we're going to get down to 81 degrees, but it's still going to get pretty comfortable. As we go towards 10 o'clock, we're going to get down to 75 degrees, and by midnight, we're going to get all the way down to 72. So these are some of the lowest temperatures we've experienced in a while. This cold front has really helped just cool things down for us and make things less muggy. Looking at Friday, the sunshine is going to really help. It's going to come back. The clouds are going to finally dissipate. We're going to get up to a high of 91. As we go towards Saturday and Sunday, those rain chances will start to come back, and we're going to heat up just a tad more, but not too much to worry about. As we go towards the rest of the week, those rain chances are going to pick up. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be at 50%, and expect that to, even though we're going to have high temperatures at 91 and 92, even 93 on Thursday, the rain's going to help cool things down. So if you want to get in those fun activities, the time to do it is this weekend. If you're in Tallahassee, hit the rev up this weekend. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be nice. And also, if you have any nighttime events, great time to do it this coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Those lows are going to feel great at 67, getting up to 70. But as we go throughout next week, it's going to be raining, especially during the afternoon time. So really want to get all those fun events out of the way this weekend. I know at FSU we're hitting our last week of finals, so it's a great time. It's going to be raining, so you might as well just stay inside and study anyways. But for now, I'm going to hand things off to Zach. We're going to take a look at the southeast.
So looking out at the southeast, we're going to take a brief look at our temperatures. So we're seeing 83 degrees here in Tallahassee, a little bit warmer up here in Montgomery. And what the picture is we're seeing a few sunny skies around here, but we've been saying mainly cloudy in Tallahassee today and along the southeast region around Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina. They're seeing some clouds because that cold front hasn't pushed through yet. So as that cold front pushes through, we're going to start to see some sunny skies as New Orleans is starting to see right now. So here's our wind flow, and we're starting to see a little bit. We had that first front sort of push through right along here, and we can start to see that second front right along here where that little kink in the wind is, and that's what's going to push through, and that will clear up our skies for the remainder of the week. So looking at our dew point temperature, we're already considerably cooler in dew point than we were yesterday, and that means that it's a little less humid, it's a little more comfortable, and that'll only continue to get better, and conditions will continue to feel more comfortable throughout the week. And as you can see, we actually dropped 15 degrees in dew point, so we're definitely feeling a lot more comfy out there and less humid. So looking at the radar, we didn't see any showers today in Tallahassee, but down here around Central Florida, Orlando, they saw some showers. And what the big picture is the clouds right here. These clouds, as you can see, are trying to push out of the way and try to clear, and that's where our front line is. It's trying to push and move out and give us clear skies. And as you can see by our upper level water vapor, you can see that dry line right there. Those clear skies are trying to come and push in for a clear end of the week and into the weekend. Next 48 hours, we can see that front push through, clear skies, and there's going to be high pressure, and you can start to see this clockwise circulation right here, and that's going to be the high pressure that's going to be sitting around us, and we'll be seeing clear skies as a result, less humid conditions, comfortable temperatures for the weekend. And tonight, we're going to be seeing 66, and those skies are starting to clear out. And looking into tomorrow, we're going to see 89 degrees, sunny skies, and we'll be seeing 91 in Shreveport, so a little bit warmer over there, and it will start to clear out through the rest of the week. I'm going to now pass things over to the desk.
Thanks, Zach. And of course, while the sunny skies around Tallahassee today were the big story in terms of the actual weather, there was a very big development in the world of weather modeling yesterday. What's going on?
Yes, there was. So yesterday, the NOAA officially made a major change to the GFS model, which is the Global Forecast System, and they implemented the Finite Volume Cubed Sphere, which is the FV3 dynamical core.
Yeah, so a dynamical core basically takes all of the atmospheric equations of motion, basically a whole bunch of complex calculus kind of stuff that we actually do here in meteorology, so more than just fun maps around here, and basically translates this into computer solvable language here. So it's a more efficient way to take the equations that we know to solve these atmospheric motions, these weather processes, all that thermodynamic kind of stuff that's going on, and basically resolve it at much higher resolutions, get some of these vertical kind of processes, being able to resolve thunderstorms really should be an improvement all around.
And these forecasts have actually publicly been available since March 2018, but they've just now finally released it for us to use. Originally was scheduled to update in January, but it finally got around.
Yeah, there were a couple of delays there. One of them was related to the government shutdown, a couple of little biases they've had to work out over the last year or so, but that's why we go through that testing period. Again, yesterday that was officially implemented by NOAA as the new GFS model, so hopefully that's going to lead to much better forecasting 5, 7, even more days out.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so let's take things back out to the wall. Zach is out there right now with another quicker local forecast. What's going on, Zach?
All right, so we had a very cloudy day out here in Tallahassee. I don't think I saw the sun once today, and that's been the picture for the most of the afternoon as well and into the evening. We're seeing a little bit of clutter right here, but that's not really rain. That's just sort of some radar just noise going on out there. But the main picture is this cloud just trying to push out of the way and clear skies into the weekend, and so we'll be seeing some sunny weekend conditions. And we're looking at the drought monitor. We saw a little bit of rain earlier this week, but for the most part, it really hasn't helped us. We're still in a moderate drought in the Tallahassee area. They're looking a little bit better, more to the west, only dry, but we still do have some concerns, and we might be seeing some rain later in the week to help us out with that. But as for the weekend, it should be mainly clear. So yesterday out at the airport, we saw nearly a ½ inch of rain, and we're really, really dry right now. So as you can see, for the year, we are actually almost 10 inches short of where we should be as far as rain-wise. And looking at today, we didn't see much out there, not even a 1/10 of an inch recorded at the airport, and that's sort of unusual because we normally have these summertime patterns, but that's because high pressure is starting to move in, so we're going to have some dry conditions over the next few days. And looking at what we had over the past 7 days, we had 0.25, a ½ inch of rain out there over the past 7 days. And looking at the week ahead, we're going to be dry in the low 90s, and we're going to start to see that rain creep into the forecast over the next few days. I'm going to pass things off.
Thanks, Zach. Let's start talking about what's going on across the rest of the country. So close to getting the clearing skies in Tallahassee, and we're seeing that in other parts of the southeast, as we were alluding to a little bit earlier. High pressure starting to really settle in, moving towards the Ohio and Tennessee River valleys. You see that cold front nice and clear right behind it, and the cloud shield starting to creep into our area just crossing the Apalachicola River. However, for the most part here, we're going to focus on some moisture and some severe weather activity that's going off out to our west, especially in New Mexico, as well as the Texas Panhandle here. You see some of that showing up, these blue and lighter orange colors that you're seeing in this upper level water vapor, indicating plenty of upper level moisture, which is out behind this area. Very dry air. It's starting to settle in over the Florida Panhandle. So with that, we have the severe thunderstorm watch box that you see in pink, which stretches down into western Texas, just to the east of El Paso here, with some severe thunderstorm warnings currently active over southeastern New Mexico, as you're seeing in these orange boxes. Way off to the southeast of Albuquerque, pretty slow-moving supercell thunderstorms here with all modes of severe weather. A possibility with this event here. And today, a slight level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather has been issued by the Storm Prediction Center, and this extends into the Oklahoma and Texas panhandles, so some slightly bigger metros like Amarillo and even towards Lubbock just a little bit getting in on that. For the next 24 hours, we're going to watch these storms tracking through the southern plains here overnight and then clearing out. Then as we move off into Friday, we'll start to see these southeast storms once again building a little further north into Kansas and Nebraska, where again a severe chance is out there, and that may affect the College World Series a little bit, at least the commute there and the pro game that's going to be going on there tomorrow, or I believe it's tonight actually, with the Royals and the Tigers. For tomorrow, a slight level 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather issued for western Kansas, eastern Colorado, as well as the same areas that we were seeing today. And that really doesn't change much for day 3, although the marginal level 1 out of 5 risk extends all the way past Indianapolis into portions of western Ohio. But of course, this is FSU weather, so here we are with our College World Series. The Noles are in Omaha, TD Ameritrade Park. Game 1 against Arkansas Saturday night at 7 o'clock here. 30% chance of rain. Temperatures in the 80s, pretty comfortable out there. We're going to be playing on Monday, win or lose here against either Texas Tech or Michigan. So an even better day is going to be shaping up for that. And here's the game for Arkansas. Again, a 30% chance of rain, 6 p.m. first pitch out there Central Time. Temperature is going to be cooling down into those upper 70s by the end of the game. And now let's talk tropics with Tyler.
Thanks, Jake. Right now, we actually have a tropical cyclone close to India right now, Tropical Cyclone Vayu. We're not expecting it to make landfall. It might, but even if it does, it's going to weaken significantly. So in India, not too much to be super worried about as talking about Tropical Cyclone Vayu. Looking at the Atlantic, we don't currently have any Atlantic disturbances. We see some rain out there, but nothing really organized for us to worry about. And here are our 2019 hurricane names. We've already seen Andrea pop up. Next up on the list will be Barry, then Chantal, then Doreen. But this is just some of the list of some of the names that we're going to see pop up. But hurricane supplies, that's something to always keep in mind, even if we're not experiencing a hurricane coming up right now. Make sure to always have 1 gallon of water per person per day for 3 days, and also 3 days of non-perishable food. Additionally, you want to keep a weather radio on you and flashlights and batteries, as well as a first aid kit and a cell phone with a backup battery. These are all very important supplies to have during the hurricane season, whether one is coming or not. But Jay's going to talk about what we can actually expect closer to home right now.
Always important advice as we go deeper into hurricane season, but thankfully for now it is all smiles across Tallahassee. We're starting to see that clearing west of the Apalachicola River here in the satellite. Still some clouds from, say, Jackson County off to the east of Mariana, really stretching through the rest of the Big Bend area. But no more rainfall for the area, and that's going to be a continued story for the next couple of days here. So all smiles across the panhandle of Florida, especially off to the west here. That rain is pretty prominent in the Florida Peninsula, especially south of Interstate 4. Some lesser populated areas inland, however, some major roads, including I-95 and the Florida Turnpike, getting plenty of that typical Florida afternoon thunderstorm activity. At the upper levels, we're still seeing a little bit of moisture over the area, so that's why we're seeing that cloud cover sticking around, despite the fact that those surface dew points are very low, being one of our most comfortable June days that I can really remember since I got to FSU a few years back. Very dry air starting to settle in, though, as we go towards Pensacola area, parts of Mississippi and Alabama as well, and that's going to continue to creep its way onto the east through the rest of the night here, so we'll see some clearing overnight and into tomorrow. Those temperatures are still in the 80s for pretty much the entire area here. Mariana being the warm spot at 87, with a little more sunshine over there, as well as over towards Bainbridge, where they're sitting at 86 degrees, but this is contrasted by some very comfortable dew points. Again, we've seen these in Tallahassee as low as 52 degrees today, which is rather unprecedented for the month of June. Some of the lowest that I can really remember seeing in the meteorological summer months around here. A little more humidity by the coast here. We see 70-degree dew points in St. Mark's, down towards Perry, Carabel at 73, but off to the north and west, especially Bainbridge and Mariana, we're seeing those really start to drop. And over the last 24 hours, that's where we've really seen that change take effect here. 15 degrees lower in that dew point compared to where we were at this time yesterday in the capital city. 16 degrees lower in Quincy as well. Pretty much a similar story for most of the area. And over the next 2 days, that clearing trend will really continue here, and we're not going to see much of anything in terms of clouds or rainfall tomorrow before a slight chance of rain works its way back in, at least for the western Florida panhandle on Saturday, only calling for a 10% chance of rain around Tallahassee. So looking like a pretty good day before that sea breeze starts to work its way back in starting on Sunday. Again, for tomorrow, all smiles, pretty comfortable, 91 degrees if you consider that to be comfortable at all. Those dew points will be nice and low, sunshine sticking around for the entire day. And for the week ahead here, again, Saturday, 10% chance of rain, 92 degrees on that high, pretty comfortable at night, as we were alluding to a little bit earlier in the show. Low temperatures in the middle 60s tonight, as well as into Friday night here before, again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, those rain chances will start to creep back up to about 50% here, highs in those lower 90s. You can follow us all across social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at FSU Weather. You can also watch our show, if you're not already, at youtube.com/FSU Weather. That's it for the week. We'll see you on Monday, June 16th.